Imagine a secret society, promising cosmic journeys beyond human comprehension, culminating in fire and death. This is the chilling reality of the Solar Temple, a group whose esoteric beliefs about a transit to Sirius led hundreds to a devastating end. In the early 1980s, two charismatic figures, Joseph Di Mambro and Luke Jurett, began drawing followers into a labyrinth of ancient wisdom, secret orders, and a grand spiritual evolution. Their doctrine was a complex tapestry, threads of Templar knighthood, Rosicrucian mysticism, New Age spiritualism, even ufology. It was a spiritual smorgasbord, appealing to those seeking deeper meaning and belonging. But at its core lay a singular, extraordinary promise, a transit to Sirius. Not the star, but a dimension, a higher plane of existence where chosen souls would ascend, leaving earthly suffering behind. This was a mere metaphor. Di Mambro and Jurett convinced their followers that this transit was a literal, physical journey. They would shed their earthly bodies, transforming into pure energy, joining a cosmic brotherhood. As the group grew, so did its isolation. Members were encouraged to sever ties with outside loved ones, surrendering their assets, their identities, to the temple's ever-tightening grasp. Fear became a potent tool. Paranoia festered. Di Mambro, in particular, claimed external enemies sought to destroy their mission. Dissenters were labeled traitors, their loyalty questioned, their very souls imperiled. Then came the horrifying prelude. In October 1994, in Quebec, Tony Dudoit, a former member, his wife, and their infant son, Emmanuel, were brutally murdered. The baby, investigators found, was deemed the Antichrist. Di Mambro believed Emmanuel Dudoit was conceived to prevent the transit, a cosmic threat. This act of violence wasn't just murder, it was a ritualistic cleansing, a sign that the final journey was imminent. Days later, the world watched in horror. In Cherry and Grain-de-Sur-Salvan, Switzerland, police discovered more than 48 bodies. Many were shot, others drugged, all consumed by fire in their chalets. They lay in ceremonial robes, arranged in a circle, their feet pointing inward, a macabre star. Notes spoke of a collective transit, a grand departure, a triumphant escape from a corrupt world. Among the dead were Di Mambro and Jurett themselves. Was it suicide? Murder-suicide? The lines blurred, but their presence cemented the belief that this was the promised, collective ascension. Just over a year later, in December 1995, 16 more bodies were found in a charred forest clearing in the French Alps. Again, ritualistic arrangements, again, the promise of a glorious departure. Even after these tragedies, small groups continued. Another 5 deaths occurred in Quebec in 1997. The magnetic pull of the transit to Sirius, it seemed, was not easily broken. Why did so many intelligent, capable individuals surrender to such a destructive fantasy? They sought answers, purpose, a way to transcend mundane existence. The temple offered a grand, if deadly, narrative. Di Mambro and Jurett were masters of manipulation. They crafted an elaborate reality, reinforcing each other's delusions, creating an echo chamber where doubt was heresy, and belief salvation. Fear of the outside world, fear of divine judgment, fear of missing the transit. These were powerful motivators. For many, death became not an end, but the ultimate beginning, a glorious escape. The Solar Temple left behind a trail of devastation, broken families, shattered lives, and the haunting question of how such a fantastical belief could lead to such concrete, horrifying ends. The transit to Sirius wasn't a journey to a star. It was a journey into the darkest corners of human delusion, a testament to the fatal allure of promises whispered by those who claim to hold cosmic keys. The Solar Temple stands as a chilling reminder. The search for transcendence, when twisted by manipulation and isolation, can lead not to enlightenment, but to oblivion. What other dark mysteries are hidden within the fringes of belief? Join us next time as we uncover another